This is Destiny Soria, and catch me on the Artist Journey podcast.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well,
we're just having fun.
We are having so much fun. I am so excited because I have two of my favorite people in the studio today. Our guest, our very special guest, Destiny Soria, and Mr. Landyn Banx, my co-host. And my name's Elliott Graber. For those of you just joining, this is the Artist Podcast Journey, and it's a journey. It's a journey. It's a journey about artists just going through life and figuring out how to get through this crazy business. So Destiny, tell us all about yourself. I am so excited because I just love you. We've had experience working together. You know, we've worked together in the past on a few different projects, and you have such an incredible story. I love just every time you come into my world and I get to find a little bit more out about you, I'm always like, man, this girl's impressive. I'm like, I gotta step up my game a little bit here. Who are you? Where do you come from? And
I don't know who I am.
That's always the hard. Yes, who am I as an artist? Yes. Well, you hail from Georgia originally, right?
Yes, I was born in Savannah, Georgia, but we were kind of like hippies. We drove through it. Like, my dad was in the Army. We were about to go to North Carolina so he can serve, but my mom popped me out on the road.
It's a nice way to put it.
Yeah, and so I was
a road baby.
Yeah, I was a road baby. We stopped in Savannah, Georgia. My mom couldn't do it.
You were a roadie.
I was a roadie. Mad Max style.
Mad Max.
Which brings us to now.
Yeah.
I just popped rest stop pop, and there I was, Savannah, Georgia. I was born there.
On with the show.
And so of course the ambulance and them came to go take my mom to the hospital to make sure that she was okay and I was okay. And my mom was like, we're just going to call her Destiny. Because it's like fate that happened. Like, she just came into our life right there and then,
yes.
pop,
Not
there you
every
are.
baby is just, there you are.
Yeah, like, they're like, well, I didn't even know I was going to get delivered right now. Yeah. So we was like, they just called me Destiny, and I'm here now.
That's your destiny.
Yeah.
It's like, she's crowning. It must be fate. Destiny.
Destiny, yes.
Oh, I have never heard that story before.
No.
Call me crazy, but I've never heard that story before.
No, because everyone's like, oh, how? Like, when and where? I'm like, well, fudge it. I'll just say what happened. Like, that's what happened. It was fate.
Right.
Speak your truth.
That was Bob.
Oh, my God.
But, yeah, I'm an Army brat. We stopped in North Carolina. That's where we kind of, stayed for a while when I was born. And then went to Germany. And I was...
Yeah, Frankfurt, right?
Yeah, Frankfurt, Germany. Was there until I was 13 years old. Came back to the States. Lived in Texas. All my family's from Texas. So, that's where it's going to be at. If I need to go back...
Started.
Yeah, where it all started, that's where I'm going to be. And that's where my family
where
is
home
at.
is.
That's where... Yeah, we're kind of like home. But I'm so used to it because we travel a lot. I just don't have, a legit home yet. What I want to call home, which is actually Minnesota. That's my home. This is my home. So
welcome home.
Welcome home. Welcome home, girl.
Yeah.
Well, that was one of the things that just kind of reading up a little bit more about you and just finding more about your world. You've really traveled a lot of the world, haven't you?
Yeah.
Because of your father was in the Army.
Yep.
And that afforded you to go to Germany and all these other places.
And I was used to it was kind of like a blessing and kind of like a curse, because the curse is you don't have a legit home base. Home base you do, but you don't have a place that you were raised, and you're always missing out on things or didn't have good friends because you always had different friends, and then those friends were lost when you moved or
you had to start all over.
Yeah, and it was kind of sad because I kind of wanted to have best friends. I wanted to have a childhood best friend and all, but it just goes.
You had many in different locations,
yeah,
probably, right?
Yeah, but it's not
a piece of your life, or 1 year maybe this person, 1 year the next person.
I mean, yeah,
instead
it
of
is
just
that.
one consistent all the way through.
But I would always want that kind of like having like somebody there since like childhood.
You and me both.
Yeah.
Oh
But-
my goodness.
Yeah, and but the blessing is like you got so used to traveling a lot and you loved it. Like I road trip all the time. I drive everywhere, and I just loved it. And you know, just having an open mind. I travel outside the states. Like I went to Japan, I went to Costa Rica, I went to the Bahamas, I went to Hawaii is here, U.S. But I've traveled and I loved it, and I just want to keep on doing that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what happened. Like that was a blessing to be an Army brat, was to know other people's cultures because of that. So I liked it.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And you have a bit of Native American, Mayan, Kickapoo ancestry. Am I right about
Yes,
this?
yes.
Can I call you my Kickapoo boo?
Yes.
You my boo? Hey boo, she my Kickapoo.
Yes.
That's my new nickname for you.
earned it.
Yeah, it's
Kickapoo.
Kickapoo.
What's up?
People.
Yeah.
And that's what was really hard, was because my dad's side of the family, his mom's mom, she was full Native.
Yeah.
But what sucked was like her birth certificate and her death certificate were all like messed up for some. Well, no, her birth certificate was messed up.
Yeah.
So we didn't really know what we were. We had to keep researching. My dad found a person who actually can, I don't know what it's called, but can figure that out with the old.
Yeah. There's like a way that they. Is it like they kind of like Indiana Jones where they put the paper on and he like
Yes.
imprints
Something
it and then he brings it back to the lab and he's like.
That was fast.
Yeah. It's something like that. I don't know what it's called, but that's how he did it. And we found out
Cool.
that we were Kickapoo, and I was like, what? I never heard of that tribe. So we
Yeah.
did we tried.
Until you.
Yeah, we tried
Yeah.
our best to find a lot of the information, but it was so rare.
Yeah.
Very rare. There was like not a lot. Like they were so private. But they're in Eagle Pass, Texas. And I want to, it's like 2 hours from where I live. And I told Dad, like, we need to go and talk to them, or we need to do that stupid, what is it, the
Ancestry.com.
thing.
The Ancestry,
I'd rather
yeah,
go and talk to them. But
Yeah.
Find out firsthand.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so it was like I did a lot of research. Kickapoo means wanderer, which is like that's why I wonder. I
Yes.
travel a lot. I move from place to place. I don't
Nomadic.
I have no spot of my own yet. And then I researched a little bit more, but we are also a wolf clan. Like we're wolves, and I was like, that's pretty cool. It's kind of like Twilight, where they're like a wolf, like a legit wolf clan. And I was like, holy fuck, we're wolves. Can we turn into wolves?
yeah.
I'm like,
Okay,
what is going on?
I gotta get into this tribe. Like,
I know.
That was your destiny.
yeah, that was your destiny.
And
That's
I
right.
was like, holy
Hey,
I was like, holy shit, this is legit. This is awesome and epic. And it's so wonderful to find out who you really are and what your tribe is. Even if, I mean, I think all of us have a tribe. Like we are meant to be with somebody. We're meant to be in this, clan or this and that. And it was really awesome to find out that I am a wanderer. I do travel. And that we are wolves. Like we are a wolf clan, and we have raised wolves since whatever end of time that we've been around. But the Kickapoo is so rare. We're a few. There's a few of them, and it's only some in Texas and some in I think they said Kentucky, and Oklahoma. I think it was, but it was like there's nothing more to find out. So that's why I want to go to the tribe and tell them like, hey, I am your tribe. Like, how can I prove myself to you? I have to show you these paperworks of my grandma, and. So I'm hoping to do that with my dad once I get back to Texas. We've been so busy, and then my grandma passed away, and
Yes.
it's just a lot of things. Like he's helping with a museum. It's a flight museum, like Army and stuff like that.
Fun.
So it's like, dude, Dad, we need to have a week off, and just go,
Yeah.
and just
Discover
like.
your roots.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to do that because it was hard. It took a while for us because I know we were Native, but we didn't know what tribe until like Dad finally like, all right, I took this here. This is what we are. I researched it and I was like, there's not a lot about us, but I guess we're a wolf. And we wander around everywhere. I was like, well, that's what we are. I guess. I mean, that's what I've been doing anyway. So I was like, okay.
And the Kickapoo is a part of the Mayan culture, right? Am I right about that?
So we are mixed with Kickapoo and Mayan, but Kickapoo. So what people are confusing is Texas used to be Mexico.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
We were Mexico, and so half of our tribes like split up in a weird way. But we are one. We're all one, and I wish people would understand that we are one. Like you have bones, you have bones, you have bones, you know stuff.
I've broken some. So.
I never broken any.
Well, you don't want to. Trust
No,
me.
I don't. But yeah, we're half Mayan and half Kickapoo.
Wow.
Kickapoo on my dad's side, and my mama's side is Mayan.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, I was lucky enough to get to Costa Maya, that region of Mexico where the Mayan temples are and all this sort of thing. And that was really interesting to see that culture. And I, even looking at you, I can see a lot of that in you because they're so cultured, and there's just a great spirit about them. And they're, some of their, the architecture is beautiful, of course, and even like the masks that they make out of wood and stuff, or the statues and things. So that was, and you know your own tribal like hula hooping, don't you? Like, do you hula hoop?
No, I don't do hula hoop.
Maybe okay.
You
Never
might
mind.
want us. It's never too late to start.
Yeah, we can. I thought I was ready to like bring out a hula hoop.
Show you.
Is that what they call them? I don't mean to be rude. I'm sorry.
That's why. Okay, so I was looking up there how they dance and stuff, and it's like nothing. There's nothing. Like I have my own traditional dancing dress and stuff like that. But I was like, what is their color? What is their like tradition? What do they do? And I guess all like this saying, I think that all the Native Americans have, it's called a heel dancing dress. It has like jingles and stuff like that. And I think all tribes that do it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm researching. But we don't do hula hoops. I don't think that's what, I don't think I heard that. I think it was like, I don't think we do that.
That's a myth, an urban legend.
Well, I come from South Dakota, and in the West River near the Black Hills, sometimes you go to like Deadwood or some of these places. And,
I've been there. That's a gorgeous place.
And they do these authentic like tribal, or like at Crazy Horse.
Yes.
I guess it's kind of like Mount Rushmore, right? It's not. Is it considered a monument of sorts?
I think so,
where they're
National
basically
monument,
and they'll do those sort of dances, and so to me that's every time I go to the Black Hills that I always like I'm like, wow, these people are like amazing, so I'm okay. So now coming from that background, how did you end up in Minnesota then?
I think it was like just a leap of faith. Like it was my mom married again, and his family is up here.
Okay.
So I came up here because I Texas was not my thing. It's too hot. It's not my thing. So I came up here.
You're come to the next extreme, the cold weather.
Yeah.
From one to the other, right?
Right.
And I don't know. I worked up here, tried to make a living up here. Some things was not right with me, and I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna like do my best. But this is where I got you guys, and I started acting and got into that because I'm here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna see if I can do whatever in California. So I moved to California for 3 years. Did absolutely amazing, but it was so rushed. It was so busy, and I didn't get the chance to do, like, I started wanting to do things on my own. Like, I wanted to do my own stuff. Like, I started getting, feel of being a director and writing, so I was like, nah, I wanna get out of here because it's too much. I can't focus on what I want.
In LA.
Yep. Yeah. So I went back to Texas. And then Christmas Asher happened.
Yeah, well, first Wolf Trap.
But I came up here.
Yes,
I came up here I was like randomly like, hey, let's do some short film, like a silly little Wolf Trap short film. And during that time, I was like in love with some dude, and he was being doo-doo head. He was, Anyway.
That's why you killed him in the movie, right?
Right, yeah.
Sorry, I just...
Like you do.
Hi, my name is Destiny Soria. I'm director, writer, and actress of Lady Destiny's production. Please watch out for Christmas Slasher. It's legit. I mean, it's legit. Just watch it.
Anyway, so, but eventually, going back,
So we're all connected.
blast from the past here.
Yeah.
So, but, and then in 2016, you started your own production company, right?
Yes. Yep. It
It's-
was small, tiny.
Yeah.
Lady
Little
Destiny Productions.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to just want to start your own company and continue working with other people, but still focus on the own path you wanted your art to take?
So I wanted something original. It was too many things that kept repeating, and I was just like, can we get people chances to do something? Like I gave a lot of people who did my projects chances to be in something, because like there's this competition, like stuff like that, and I don't see it. I really don't. I don't see it. Like everybody's different and unique in their own way, that they can make it and they can do it. You just push hard on it and just keep going. And I was just like, forget this. Excuse me, I didn't want to do the finger. I don't want to do the middle finger. Forget this.
This is a children's show. No,
Forget
this
this.
is a children-friendly show.
I'm gonna do.
It's not censored. Everyone's.
I'm gonna. All right, I'll just do it.
Sorry, just
Whatever.
yeah!
Forget this.
Bad influence on me.
Bad influence, Destiny.
Bad.
These kickapoo. These kickapoo.
Hey, it's not bad inference. It's not bad inference if you know what you want and you can get it.
Yeah.
There
And
you
you
go.
got it, and you're
There you go.
So
positive
you
the whole
were
time.
working on other people's projects, and you're like, "Oh, I can do that."
For sure, like when I see what they do and did, like my school, my classes was being on set.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I did some acting.
You learn a lot on
here
set,
and there.
yeah.
Yeah, I did acting here and there, but I was like, why am I spending money when I can get money, be on set, watch what they do, and get free yummy food,
Yeah.
and still get paid for it? So that's how I learned the easy way, was going on set and seeing all this.
And just being involved in the environment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then going
Yeah.
on YouTube, which they had so many freaking things to do on there that I got the ideas from there. Like I do my editing too.
Yeah.
Like I started doing music video editings, and if you guys want to do editing, I'm here because I love it.
Hey,
And some of my music videos I've done have been on film festivals, won some shit here and there. Excuse my language, but it did.
So
So,
true.
it did. So it's like, shit. If you can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
And I started doing my own production. I'm a small business Native American person who's been wanting to do some films, and it's so rare. I have not seen some. I've seen amazing actresses and actors who are Native Americans, but it's rare. And I'm like, I want to do something that helps Native Americans and learning disability people, people who are different, like me. Acting saved my life. Like it made me remember things and made me be a better person and talk to people like you, because back then I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys. Like I wouldn't know what to say or do. And I had speech disorder, which still to this day it's hard, but it got better. And that's why I love acting. Like I want to act, and then I like to write. So it's like, shit, I can do everything. I can do everything that makes me happy, and it's gonna go. Like Christmas Slasher, I wrote it, I directed, I acted in it, and it's doing amazing. Like even if it's not even shown yet.
Yeah, let's
People
talk
are-
about
Yes.
Let's talk about it. Have you seen this, by the way?
Therapy,
We're wearing the
yes.
t-shirts. We're wearing the t-shirts. Christmas Slasher. This is Bob. You have your own merchandise.
Yes.
All the way from California, right?
Everywhere.
I mean, I love it. Wait, okay, so where can people get this t-shirt, or where can they find out about Christmas Slasher, or pre-order the DVD, or,
Indiegogo. It's called Christmas Slasher Feature Film. We're still live. You can still, if you want to fund it, and then email me like, hey, I want to get this and that, let me know, and we'll give it to you. But yeah, it's Okay, it's so funny because I did the short film.
I was there.
Yeah, I did the short film, and people are like, "Why don't you just make it a feature? Why don't you make part 2?" But I was like, "But you didn't see. You don't even know what it is. Like you haven't even seen it yet. Make two. I'm like, I am, but hold on. Let me make the movie first, and go from there. And it was crazy. Like it's all over the place. It's on magazines. It's all worldwide. It's like in newspapers. And I mean, I'm super excited. I don't know what to say. But yeah, so 2016, that's when I started my legit production. Then I made the skit. I made this goofy skit about it. And then I was like, I need to do something with this. Like, what should I do? And so, what's it, 3 years ago?
Yep.
Did the short film. Wrote it, did it. Yeah. Did the short film. Did a little Indiegogo. Didn't do too good. And I was like, eh. But it's about... So, I'm an 80s baby. I love 80s horror film. I like
Me
how
too.
the fact it's super cheesy, super dumb, but sometimes super good with the acting and all.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you ever watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space...
Yeah, I watched that with you.
Yeah.
Amazing movie. And it's funny. It's supposed to be a funny horror 80s film, and they did a perfect job on it. Evil Dead. Oh my gosh, Evil Dead. Bruce, I love you, dude. You're awesome.
Bruce Campbell, yeah.
You made me be what I am today because of you.
He made you the woman you are today.
Yes, you did. You made me a woman. No, that's
Wait,
kidding.
what?
No.
I didn't. Tabloids. That's gonna be on People Magazine.
That's not.
Oh, no.
This is how rumors get started. You guys.
But you know what?
the
He's
squash.
cute.
It's gonna be like Destiny and
Tommy.
Brad, and Angie's after Destiny now. So how dare you take my man?
Oh, yes, damn it, this one. Anyway, but if it doesn't work out on here, what's to say? But I love all the Evil Deads, and it was like the first movie was really serious, getting in a way, and then the second one just started getting funnier, and I was like, I have to do something like this because I'm an 80s baby. I love the 80s horror. I love the feel of it. And it was supposed to be like legit horror, and then once we got on set, the script totally changed. But then it got like really funny.
That's
and
because you cast me in it.
Yeah.
I cast him. But I was like, this is what I'm going for.
Yeah.
It was so funny. It is 80s. Everything about it is 80s. But if you like pay attention, just get a good idea. It is funny, and you're like, why are they wearing that? But then they're in like a modern times.
Well, it was kind of organic how it came about. Like,
yeah,
you know,
it turned out
on
really good.
set, that magic just kind of happens sometimes. You're like, oh, that's it. That's what I want. Do that again.
Yeah.
And do it a couple more times and a couple more.
So what I did was mix Rudolph, the clay animation, like the Rudolph Red-Nosed Reindeer. I made that, mix it with a little bit of the 80s cheesy horror, and put it together, which turns out that there's gonna be clay animation monsters in it.
Oh, fun.
and then the gore and stuff it's not realistic. It's supposed to be super cheesy. Like what was that one? Basket Case?
Basket Case.
Basket
Yes.
Case with a weird looking little
Creature
man
in the
head.
yes.
Man head thing. If you ever watch it, watch the scene where it's in the police station, and just pay attention how it chokes one of the police officers. It looks so fake. That's what I was going for. I wanted to make it really funny.
So,
In a ridiculous way.
yes. Well, and speaking of that, you brought back an 80s horror icon to partake in it, Phyllis Rose from Sleepaway Camp.
Yep.
The original Sleepaway Camp.
Yep. I got her. I got Lloyd from Tox's Adventure.
Uncle Lloyd Kaufman.
Yep. I have my favorite person of all time, Nikki. I love you so much. I have Nicholas Brandon from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like,
Say
he's
what?
Amazing.
You heard that.
Drop
Yeah.
it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop
Drop
it like it's hot.
So I have
We're
him.
slowly morphing into a concert.
Yeah, right.
Kumbaya.
Where's the guitar?
And we have who else?
You never
Anthony-
know what will
Anthony-
happen on the Artist Journey podcast.
You gotta do something.
Kickapoo, my girl. Kickapoo, yeah, Kickapoo, Kickapoo, yeah.
That's you.
Haven't tuned the guitar in a while, yeah. Okay, that's enough.
That was good.
Woo!
I'm sorry. I just had to sing Kickapoo a song.
That was great.
Keep
There'll
going.
be
Keep
no
going.
encore tonight. No.
Yeah.
He was a good singer, but no encore. We'll be chowing.
I see we're gonna eat good tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Eating like a king.
We're getting some meat. Okay.
We're
Okay.
eating
Keep going.
meat.
Keep going. Keep going.
Oh fuck.
Nicholas Brendan.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Nicholas Brandon. Anthony, he did Black Beauty with he just passed away. What's his name? He just passed away. Oh, he was on 910.
They're 2-0.
Yeah.
Oh.
Luke Perry.
Yes.
Perry.
Yeah,
Yes.
Luke Perry.
Yes.
Is it Perry? It's sorry. But yeah, he was he did a lead role for that and he was very good and yeah, we
Boom.
I'm sorry, I'm hearing some
Yeah. What are there? There's gangsters
Someone's-
outside. I'm sorry. There's gangsters and monster trucks.
And the
like,
Christmas
"Ah."
slasher. And the Christmas slasher.
Don't they know it's part of the whole theme, right? This is our background music. Don't they know we're filming in here? Come
Buy it
on.
on the set.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So Christmas Slasher is about Rudolph being an evil, bad deer.
Bad
That's all you gotta know. And it's all clay animation. Something happened in the very beginning and he started turning into that and yeah, it's a lot of twists and turns.
And Santa Claus comes to rescue him. Is that right? And Santa Claus comes and he's like he's out for revenge. Or
it is a revenge movie.
Okay.
It is. But we changed it some ways, something different I haven't seen before with the clauses. Like they have a baby.
You have to wait and see.
Yeah, that's all.
Wait.
they
Don't
have
tell
a-
me. Is the baby Jesus Christ? Is that
Part 2.
Is that
We'll find out.
Christmas Slasher Part 2: The Revenge of Jesus Christ.
Dude, oh my god, people hate it.
So
They're gonna be like, you're banned from the state. The
Say
state
what?
is the state.
Banned.
You're banned.
You're banned from Christmas. That's what you are.
Yeah, I won't.
Can't ban me for Christmas. You can't ban me
That's
from
true.
it. So.
Well, I love Christmas, and that's what I
do.
love about both of you. It's
Not
like
as much as me.
she's producing a Christmas movie, and Landon just produced a Christmas album, so it's like
Oh, and we're combining.
Yes.
Two
we
of
are.
the songs are going to be in Christmas Slasher, and
Yes.
I'm super stoked. Like, it's
Merry
really-
Christmas.
It's-
Woo!
it's-
Merry Christmas.
When you
Even
see
though it's summer,
it,
almost.
When you see it, you'd be just like, what is wrong with this woman? What happened to her head to make her
Ask
make
her
this?
therapist.
Did she talk to a
She
therapist?
did not sign an NDA.
Like they'd be like I even had people like, what is wrong with you? I was like, I don't know. I'm a kickapoo.
Blame it on your heritage.
Like we're kind of good, you know. Out there. Oh, I mean, I love it. It's funny. I was laughing the whole fucking time when it was on set.
You were laughing and I felt my scenes in January in the bitter
couldn't
cold.
stop. I was
Yeah.
like, I sounded like a goosey. Like there's Destiny acting like a goose.
I must have been doing something to crack you up.
All of you did. I couldn't stop, and everyone's like, "Stop! We're filming. You're
Where's
supposed to
the
be the
duct tape?
director."
Shut her
Shut
mouth.
up! I was like, I couldn't help it. Oh, I spit away over there. Sorry.
Wait a minute. Is a Kickapoo kind of like a Pikachu? Is it anime? Sort of like, I mean, is it like an anime? Let me rephrase. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude to your people, but like, is there a situation like in an anime world where a Kickapoo is sort of like a Pikachu? Is there anything out there in the world like that? Because you can create
we are
that.
so cute.
Yeah,
So,
I was gonna say you
we
could probably
are cute.
create that.
We're little cute people.
Computer and action figure.
Pikachu.
Oh my goodness! I just want to eat her up. Okay.
Hey, I love anime and I like Pokemon, so shut.
Hey,
I don't care.
Shut.
Oh, he's being rude. I'm like,
Verdict is.
We pick on each other. Who cares? We're one. We're all one.
We're all
Whatever.
one. We're all one.
We're one. Yeah.
Okay, so Christmas Slasher is
Pika pika.
is happening. Can you tell us a little bit about your process with working with SAG actors and or not just actors, but working under SAG protocol. Because as an independent artist, where you began, now going into the mainstream world, where it's like you have to deal with the unions now, right?
Oh, yeah.
What was that process like?
It's hard. Even with the short film, it took a while to figure out, like, what do I do? What do I need to do? And so the person that I had before, keep in mind, they were let go because they misinformation a lot of things.
Yeah.
So when we did the short film, they said that the people were going to get SAG or something like that. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. And it was free to do. You didn't have to pay for deposit or fees or anything like that. So I was like, all right, cool, I'll do it. And so that happened. That was
So we did
great.
it.
Yeah,
Yes.
we did it. Whatever. And I had two.
Like you do.
Like you do.
So what I did was I hired crew and cast in Texas, and then I hired some of the cast and crew in Minnesota because I filmed, both
Locations.
states. Yeah, locations and stuff. I got different people. But I had to make sure that we were legit on things. Like we did a lot of meetings, table reads, and that they had the same cameras and stuff. Well, when we did the short film, Texas, that's why I don't want to. I'm sorry, but I'm having a lot of trouble with Texas lately, like before and all. But I had two cameramen from Texas who were drinking on my sets. They were drunk, drinking. I saw bottles and shit like that. And I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, call time's at 3 p.m. I'm like, it is. Why are you drinking?
Shut that stuff down.
Not casting call, but I was like, why are you drinking when we were about to shoot and stuff? So I was like,
Yeah.
I couldn't. I had people flying in. I had like money.
Professionals, yep.
Fucking A. Excuse my language, but fucking
Fucking
A.
A cotton.
Fucking
Fucking
fuck.
A.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, we're just gonna do this and see what happens.
Yeah.
No, it did not go right. The footage was trash.
Yeah.
Somehow they stamped framing or something. I don't know what they did because they were fucking drunk. Ruined the footage. Like the whole footage was stupid done. Like done. It was trash it whatever. So I fired him. Tried to do it again, but then COVID hit, and I was like, man, people want to see a feature film, and I'm like, you know what? Why am I wasting money on a short film when I can try to do a feature film? So I did the script. Took me 2 days to do it. Start having people come in and help me with the Indiegogo. Did some, perks, deals, and stuff like
Revisions.
that. Yeah, and stuff like that, and toys and all business.
A
here
lot
and there.
of the good perks on Indiegogo.
Yes. So
Really were.
I had
That
a
was
lot.
amazing.
I had a lot of people help me with that. Like people wanted to help, and I was like, cool. Noted what I need to do and put on Indiegogo and stuff like that. It went great. Started picking, start hiring people. Kept the people I wanted. Awesome people wanted to come in and help and stuff. So when the short film came, I had people come in wanting to be in it, but they wanted SAG because they heard there was SAG. It was like, all right, cool. So you can volunteer and give me money and help me out. That's what they were saying. I was like, all right, we did that. But they kept being harassed, like very aggressive over it. And I was like, I didn't want to have it, but they were doing it for free. So I was like, whatever, let's just do it. Now, keep in mind, this is my first time being a filmmaker. I don't know much about it. I didn't go to school for it. All I did was like learn it being on set and
Right.
YouTube. So it's like I didn't know it was all
Which
this
is a
other
good
bullshit.
teacher.
Yeah. Other
You have to
stupid
start
crap.
somewhere.
Exactly. You have to learn. You have it's like a lesson learned. So, all right, script's done. Indiegogo's doing great. Hiring some people. People came in. They're like, oh, we want to help. We want to do this and that. I'm like, all right, cool. Can you do this and that? Like, yeah. And then I did a little bit of research on them. I'm like, oh, looks like you do toys. Can you do this toys for Christmas stash? Sorry, I keep spitting. And just spitting everywhere. And they're like, yeah, all right. So we made a deal. That went in on Indiegogo and all that stuff. And then they started acting weird. I had a woman who was one of the actresses in the movie. I guess it was like around my birthday. She was showing herself to me. I never consent to that.
Like you do. Like you do.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Happy Bang Titty Day. And she's
Yeah.
showing herself. And I'm like, what? What? Like, I didn't say anything to her because I was like, I don't know what what do you do when somebody does that? Like, she's already had business with me and stuff. Like, what am I supposed to... Like, that's gross. Like, I didn't not ask you to do that. I never asked you to do that. So
it wasn't like in a scene or anything. It was not like... As a director, I'm saying...
An outtake, yes. It was not scripted.
It was not scripted.
No, and I did never consent to that. I was like, okay, that's kind of fucking weird. So
It
I
was
like,
meant for the bloopers.
I was like, okay, I'm not going to say nothing about that until later. I was going to talk to her about it. Because I was like, that's not cool. Don't do that. So I was talking to her about the toys and stuff like that. And we kept, because we already put money into it.
Sure.
Like, they put money into it because of them. So I was like, okay, whatever. So when it got closer to filming, everything was already paid off, this and that. She asked me if she knows, like, she asked me, hey, how's the airport, like the what are they called? The security, like
the
checkpoints or the
what's it called?
TSI?
Yeah, TSI. Like, how's that? How's the X-ray and shit like that? And I'm like thinking, like, what are you like? If you're bringing drugs on the plane, do not fucking bring drugs on the plane. Do not bring drugs on my fucking set. All that shit. And I did a voice message to her. What she does, she laughs at me. Why are you laughing? I'm being serious. Don't do that. Like, I'm the director. You don't do that. Why are you laughing at me? So I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. So it's like red flags all the way. But I was like, fuck. What am I supposed to do?
Right.
What am I supposed to do? So when it got to filming, they were there. Right when it got in, they started crying and doing a lot of drama, and I'm like, what's going on?
No.
In the very beginning, we told everybody, there's a certain way you do things with me. Like, if you're filming for one day, you leave the next day. But if you're, like, staying for the whole time, you better pay for something, because we never asked that. We had a couple people do that, and we had people asking questions. I'm like, no. If you're gonna film for one day, you leave the next day. Like, I'm not having you for that whole time. Why are you here that whole time? I'm not doing that. And I was like, that's really sketchy. That's very scammy. And you're using me. You're using my money to do whatever you want while you're on set or be here and stuff like that. So we were like, no, you're not gonna do that. Then when they came in, they were, I guess they were crying and stuff. But there's a thing where there's a policy. You put your own deposit. Because it's like $100 to hold deposit on hotels, right? Yeah, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we told them, like, hey, before you come, you better make sure you have money to put the deposit, because Destiny's not doing it. Because if you fuck up that hotel, that's on you, not on me. Sorry, that's like, I'm an indie film. I ain't no Hollywood shit. You pay for your own shit. I'm
just trying to make a feature film here, okay? It costs a little bit of money.
Yeah.
As an independent filmmaker. And that's so true how it is. It's like, it just, you're on a strict budget.
No, we're not Hollywood.
But I think one of the things I respect about you, Destiny, is that you are so specific and direct with what you want.
Yep.
You have your vision.
You have your vision, and you're not willing to put up with bullshit, and you're not willing to compromise, because oftentimes it's very easy as a creator to get sidetracked by other people's opinions or thoughts about what your product should be. And I think that you holding your ground like that is really respectable.
Oh yeah, and then they thought that I wouldn't catch up to their blackmailing me and stuff, because we do this all the time. You know that. We tell everybody all the time. I even say it. Hey, I'm not going to tell you once. I'm not going to tell you twice. I'm not going to tell you 3 times. I'm going to tell you 100 times. This is not what I want. This is what the policy is, and this isn't that. And if you're going to look over that, then there's something wrong.
Right.
Like, you're being stupid. You're doing stupid things. And we caught you. We caught you. Good job. We caught you.
Busted.
So I was like,
hard ass. Hey.
yeah. I make sure my shit is legit and right, and we get shit done.
Yeah.
But you want to try to blackmail me? Oh, you busted. You fucked up.
Hey, you busted. You busted.
Nobody messes with Wolfie, you say.
Oh no, I know. And then
tag that.
Oh,
nobody messes with Wolfie.
No,
nobody messes with the wolf.
All the time. All the fucking time. Excuse my language, but they're that stupid. I swear, I cannot wait until like all this shit is over, and I'll be like, you stupid. But
well, I respect the vision that you have, because like even as an artist, when I was filming my scenes, like I thought, oh, maybe I could do this or say this, and I'd bring that to you, that idea to you as an artist to a director, and you'd be like, yeah, you could try that, or like, no, let's not do it that way. Let's do it this way. Like,
yeah, and it turned out fucking hilarious. It's like really good, but yeah,
that was all my.
Yeah, it was all his. I give him credit.
Give me props. Give me props. Go ahead, buddy. No.
But
like you do.
Wait, are you talking about Wolf Trap now, or are you talking about Christmas Slasher?
Hey,
Okay, that was on
probably
Christmas
both.
Slasher.
Cool.
I interject a
What,
thought.
what,
Yeah.
what was it like being on? Because I don't know a lot. I've never seen Wolf Trap. How is that
sucks.
process? What are you talking about? I've seen clips from it.
We did it on a phone, and I was so bored.
Whoops,
I
that was
wanted
the whole
to.
thing.
It was on a phone, but it was like I just did something random, and you guys just like, let's do it. I was
And
like,
you paid
really?
us, so
I just
Yeah.
remember Landyn
And we
with a
ate
big
good
scruffy
food.
beard
We ate
and
good
a big
food.
old like southern hat, you
Yeah.
know? Like,
It was really good, and you know what? I feel like I want to do it again with the same people, but a better camera, and just
Why not, Ma? Pa?
yeah, because it could go. It could go anywhere. Like you can make it to a movie. And I was just really bored. I wanted something to do. And
But it is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
It was an experience,
It
and
was
that
fun. Y'all
you
did an
probably
amazing
learned
job.
stuff. Thank you. You probably
Yeah.
learned stuff on that set.
Yeah.
And directing that you took forth
Yep.
into your future Christmas slasher.
Exactly,
So
yep.
it's like it's kind of at the root of where you started. So to be able to look at something as an artist, where'd my jingle bells go? That you know.
My hair stole it.
Oh wow. But to be able to look at something and be like, wow, this is where I've started, and this is how far I've come. It's such a journey, the Artist Journey Podcast.
Yep.
.com.
the plug!
It's such a journey to get that you were waiting for that. I know it. It's such a journey to get there. So to look at 50 years so over the course of your life, like, oh well, this is where I started and this is where I've ended up. It's like
Right.
as an artist, you see yourself. I've been doing this 15 years on film, and you see yourself when you're young and skinny and have hair, and then you get old, and then you don't have hair, and then you gain a pound or 2 or 10, and,
You look good. Shut
Thank you.
up.
Now I'm talking about me.
Oh, snap. He was talking about me?
No,
Son of a bee. Landyn.
Son of
Come
a
on,
bitch.
man. Son of a bitch.
but you get to see your life unfold in front of, the camera. You're like, oh, let's skip over that year.
Yeah,
Over
right.
that.
Oh,
Drunk
my
with
God.
Destiny. No,
Oh, boy. Also known as
DWD. D with D.
Kickapoo.
Kickapoo.
Kickapoo. Coming your way.
Coming your way.
Never. No.
Never. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm blessed. Yeah.
You know, Destiny, I'm going to pull out my cheat sheets now.
Oh, boy.
What?
Let me see that.
Yeah, so
What?
just for those of you who are joining us now, this is Destiny Soria. She's an actress, director, and dancer. Let's talk about some of your dance experience, Destiny.
Oh, I don't know. It's weird.
I'll be the judge of that. No.
Okay, I love dancing. It's my thing. It's power. It's ritual. It's magic. I perform, and I try to all the time because it makes me happy. It makes me feel good, and it is like a ritual thing. Like if you want something or need something, you can manifest by dancing. And I love dancing. Like I've done tons of music videos of dancing, but my dancing's kind of weird. I don't know how it's like a body format, like a form. I like freestyling. It's freestyling, I guess you can call it. Modern. I can do hip hop. I can do different kinds of things.
Salsa?
Yes.
Woo!
Yes. I love all
interesting.
dancing. Well, my style is it's art. It's calling upon stuff. I'm a very spiritual person, of course. I'm a Kickapoo. I found out that Peekaboo also is they're very magical people. We do a lot of ritual things, witch doctor kind of style. Sherman, what's it called? Sherman.
Kama Sutra?
Wait, what?
I'm a little tipsy.
Wait, what are we
Sorry.
talking about? The concept.
It's like
It's like a dance with
chakra.
positions. It's like-
sure.
It's a what?
It starts with the S. Chakra.
Chakra?
Starts with a C.
Oh, with the chakra?
Yeah, but it
Like
starts
in
with the
yoga?
S. It's God, what are their names? Why am I so duh today?
Shakapoo. Shakapoo with the key card. I have no idea.
Sure.
The shaka.
We have,
Shaka. Oh, is it
very-
shakaka?
No, it's not Shikaka.
you were trying to say it's very therapeutic to be an artist.
Yes.
Exactly
there
like
you
that,
go. I see.
and it's also magic. It's also like we
Your soul comes alive when you're dancing.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
I
Yes.
see.
And that translates to the people in the audience that see
Charmin.
that.
Charmin is a Charmin.
That's toilet paper,
That's
honey.
toilet paper.
That's a whole other subject.
You can't even buy Charmin in the stores anymore with this pandemic going on.
Hi, my name is Destiny Soria, and thank you again for listening to the Artist Journey broadcast. And we hope to see you again the next time on episode. Blah, blah, blah.